millionaires. Welcome to Terry's Tips, guys. You saw the title, how to get between $10,000, guys, and $250,000, y'all, in 24 hours, guys. This is business credit, okay? Business financing. And I want you to write this down. I'm going to outline a lender called Kapitus. Guys, one of the reasons why I'm outlining them is because they have so many options. They fund so many industries, and they have so many reasons, a lot more that other lenders don't have, okay? And they will fund startups. And mind you, when I say startup, I mean a business that has been incorporated, that has been running for 5 years and under and 3 years and under. That's actually really considered a startup in the business industry. Get a notebook, get a pen, guys. And for my newbies, welcome, guys. My name is Terry. This channel is about wealth building, about leverage, how to get the 5 and 6 and 7 figures and turn it into assets, have a lifestyle, leave an inheritance, guys. I upload brand new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, okay? So I would love for you to grow and be part of our Terry's Tips community. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And guys, I'll do my nugget at the end. So in this video, I'm going to tell you more about Kapitus and why I'm actually outlining them. And guys, I've actually used this lender myself. So I'll tell you about my experience as well. I'm going to outline all the different reasons that you can use this money because some of them are very unconventional. And I'm going to tell you about the different financing options and even some tips to help you get approved. Okay, guys? And so first, Kapitus. So they actually specialize, guys, in funding small businesses. They are not new either, guys. They've actually funded like over 64,000 businesses and over like 3 billion with a B in funding to small businesses. So they are actually somebody who is like really well versed in this, and they kind of pride themselves on like funding for small businesses that, you know, to help you grow your business, to help you secure your business, to help you stabilize your business, guys. And they have like strategic financing, meaning that they will fund you sometimes when other lenders, even other fintech companies, guys, won't. Okay, so credit score wise. Now I want you to write this down and remember this. Depending on the type of financing you're trying to get with them, guys, the credit score requirement is going to vary. The revenue is going to vary. Even what they're going to require for you as far as length of time you've been in business is going to vary. But one reason why I'm outlining them, guys, is because the application is like 5 minutes, like literally 5 minutes, and you can get an approval. Now, obviously, you know, within like 4 hours, during business hours, right? If you're doing it 1 o'clock in the morning, you may not get their approval right that fast. So between like 4 and 24 hours, you can get approval. And guys, sometimes you can get that money that same exact day. When I actually used them myself, I did an application early in the morning. I think I got a response in like maybe 2 hours or so. It wasn't even 4. And I uploaded all my documents. I signed the DocuSign. Guys, the money was direct deposited into my bank account by the end of the day. Yes, y'all. Okay, so it really can happen depending on you having everything together, what you're applying for, and then also how your business looks on paper. So credit score requirements is going to vary depending on the financing that you're going for, okay? So some of the financing is going to want you to goes all the way down to 575. Yes, y'all. And then some of the benchmarks, right? So some, depending on the financing, will be 575, 625, 650, and 675. Now, why am I telling you that? Nowhere did I say 700, 720 and over. Nowhere did I say 800. Guys, that's a really decent range to have your credit. So if your credit is not there and you are a business owner and you need some money, go ahead and watch my credit score playlist or the DIY, how to repair your credit. I'll link some of the videos on improving your credit and credit scores, guys, because work on your credit for 30, 60, 90 days. Guys, 6 months and under definitely, and get your credit to where it needs to be, and then go ahead and apply. Got it good, guys. So let me tell you some of the reasons for use. And I wrote these down so I don't forget. Write this down. So guys, when you get money from Kapitus, you can use it for payroll, for repairs, for taxes. Come on, somebody, okay? Equipment upgrades, expansions, renovations, hiring employees, stabilizing your cash flow, consolidating debt, even an emergency fund. Now, even though it does say emergency fund, I don't really recommend you guys putting that on your application. Still always remember what I tell you guys. Lenders want to fund businesses that are growing, that are expanding, that are thriving, okay? But I gave you some other reasons here, right? Reading between the lines that are good allowable uses to actually get approved with Kapitus, guys. So think about, guys, this is for anybody. Think about those options and what it is you actually need to grow your business, and then make sure that, that's aligned when you do your application and when you speak to somebody on the phone. Now, guys, write this down too. Some of their financing options, and there is a lot, which is why I'm actually doing a video on them, okay? They have business loans. They have equipment financing. They actually have a loan option called Helix. Guys, this is for specifically for healthcare. So for my medical providers, for my dental providers, for my chiropractors, guys, they have a funding option specifically for healthcare professionals, private practices. Guys, like, go tell your doctors, go tell your pediatricians that if they are underwater, especially post-COVID, that there are lenders out there that will help them. And again, anywhere from $10,000 is the minimum up to $250,000. Guys, some of these options go up to $7 million. So I'll talk about that too, okay? So Helix is specifically for healthcare providers. They have invoice financing. They have lines of credit. They have purchase order financing, guys. They have revenue-based financing. That's critical, guys, because some of you guys have businesses that are really high cash flowing, right? Let's say you have cars on Turo, or let's say you're a consultant and you have a lot of clients and so forth. Say you're a speaker and you have a lot of events, right? So you have really high revenue and cash flow, but your credit isn't the best. Guys, the revenue-based financing is something that's going to help you get even more money to grow your business, and they're not going to be super concerned if you don't have the best credit. Again, one reason why I'm outlining Kapitus is because they have so many options. There's something for everybody, guys. And they also have SBA financing. Now, what I want to talk about, I'll highlight a couple of these for you that you might be interested in. So, for example, the revenue-based financing. They will approve you with a 625 credit score. Come on, somebody. And guys, real quick, nugget, go to Credit Check Total. I'll put the link in the description. This is where you can get FICO scores for you, the business owner. You can get all 3 bureaus for a $1 trial, right? So you guys put in your information, answer the questions, pull all 3 bureaus and your FICO scores for all 3 bureaus for $1, guys. It's a 7-day trial. So what are you going to do? Download your reports, and then if you don't want to keep that service, because they will start charging you monthly, then go ahead and cancel it like day 4 or 5, something before it actually goes to 7 days. Guys, that's FICO scores, not Credit Karma, not Credit Sesame, not Vantage scores. So they specifically use FICO scores, which 95% of the lenders do. So you want to know what your FICO scores are. Again, I recommend Credit Check Total. I also talk about My FICO because that is another platform that has FICO scores specifically. It's just a little bit more money. One more nugget right here, because you guys run into this. If you already have Experian and you kind of paying for scores, Credit Check Total website is actually owned by Experian. You guys would be surprised some of these other websites out here that the credit bureaus actually own, okay? Because remember, they are for-profit businesses. Let me leave that right there. So sometimes your login credentials for Experian will actually work for Credit Check Total. Got it good, guys. And so for the revenue base, you only need a 625 FICO score, okay? They do want you to be in business at least 2 years, and then 250,000 K in revenue, right? And a lot of you guys are actually doing that. I know I talk to you daily. You'd be surprised. So this is something that is an option for you if you don't have the best credit, but you have high revenue. There are lines of credit, guys. You can use that for almost anything. They want you to have a 650 FICO. Guys, that's not super hard to have. It really isn't. And if you don't know how to do that, invest in a strategy session with me. I will look at your files directly. That's 1 hour with me directly, and I will put together a plan for you to get to that score. Usually within like 3 to 6 months, guys. You just have to execute. And they're looking for like about 180,000 in revenue. Now, another nugget here, guys. Always remember, these lenders are looking for the 3 C's, the 3 C's of business credit. Okay, that's cash flow, credit, and collateral. Write that down. All the lenders are looking is to assess the risk and lending to you. And they're going to be looking at cash flow, credit, collateral, the 3 C's of credit. So sometimes you're strong in one area and weak in the other, and you can still actually qualify because there's one of the 3. You can't be weak in all 3 of them, guys, and expect to have, get a bunch of money. But if you're knocking out the ballpark in one and lower in another area, you still have options. And I'm going to add a nugget, okay? All the lenders are looking at the length of time you've been in business. Now, some of the traditional banks will only fund you after you've been 3 years, 5 years. They really want that longevity. Companies like Kapitus will actually fund you at 2 years, 1 year, which is still considered a startup, guys, a new business. Honestly, anything 5 years and under is kind of new, and small businesses are actually like about 500 employees or 300 employees and under, which most of you actually qualify for, okay? So remember those things. Now, I'm a 650 score, like I said, and 180 in revenue. Real quick too, also Kapitus, especially if you've never heard of them, because there's not a lot of information out there on them. I'm not really sure why, but they've been featured in like Forbes. They've been featured in some documents, some publications by American Express, by Business Insider. They actually have a really, really good track record. And what else did I say? There was another one I wanted to, diverse strategic. There was, and they also have a corporate concierge service. So guys, I'll put that number in the description of the video also. So this is where if you're not really sure what you qualify for, you're not really sure what you actually need, you can for free kind of speak to somebody on their team to kind of talk through your needs, what your business looks like on paper, and help match you with the right financing option. I recommend guys go to their website. It says line of credit, equipment financing, revenue-based financing, SBA. Guys, even like the purchase order financing, this is if you're a business that has accounts receivable. Accounts receivable. Guys, let's say you have like, $100,000 in accounts receivable out there. They will lend on that, guys, from $250,000 up to $7 million. Guys, don't let your business go underneath the water without realizing there's options out there for you, right? So you can actually turn your accounts receivable into financing that you can use to grow your business. Now, I also wanted to outline real quick for example, the equipment financing that can be used for medical, that can be used for dental, that can be used for construction, that can be used for manufacturing, that can be used for agriculture, transportation, restaurants. So some of these industries that you guys run into where you're considered high risk, or some banks are saying, well, we don't fund that industry, Kapitus will. Got it, y'all? And even like for the lines of credit that can be used for business services. And mind you, business services can be consultants, coaching, ebooks, whatever. That kind of really broad category. So be strategic about how you're describing your business and what you do. They'll also, for the lines of credit, can be for general contractors, trucking, real estate. Come on, somebody. When everybody else is telling you guys that that's high risk, they will do a line of credit, which is unsecured for real estate. Also retail, plumbing, electricians. So you guys get the gist of this. I wanted to outline them because they have multiple financing options. They have multiple allowable reasons. They have multiple qualifying criteria. They have a concierge service. They have a 5-minute application. They will fund businesses that have only been incorporated a year or 2 years. They don't require a super crazy high credit score, right? And they have a bunch of different industries that they actually will fund that sometimes other lenders shy away from. I'm not going to say you need to be in any specific category as far as credit and length of business because it varies based on the options. Got it good, guys? So I hope that was helpful for you. Go get your money to grow and run your business. It's out there. This is another option for you, and I've actually used them myself. One more thing you want to pay attention to is your repayment terms and your rate. Sometimes if you're a new business or you're shaky on paper, they may still fund you, but you may have a high rate, a high payment. Sometimes, it could be super aggressive depending on how risky you look. So then you make the decision whether you want to get the money and use it, whether you want to try and negotiate the terms, or whether the terms are too much for you. Got it good, guys. And for my nugget, what I want to say is some of you guys, you have to build up some more resilience. You have to build up some get up and go, some because you guys are trying to be investors and real estate, professionals and start businesses. And one bad thing happens. Somebody doesn't support your business. You don't get a contract. You don't get the financing. You don't get the partnership. You have a customer who's complaining. You're going through relationship problems, health problems. All these things happen. You guys just stop. Guys, greater level, greater devil. To whom much is given, much is required. If you really want this next level, then you can't let every single time something happens, something doesn't go your way, you're sick, you're depressed, you're tired. Guys, we do it. Whether we're sick, depressed, tired, we do it, or no matter what. It's about discipline. It's about the fact that you have to be able to handle it and manage it at this level if you want God to increase you. That's just like I said, you need to be a good steward over your $50,000 before God can bless you with $5 million. Come on, somebody. If you really want this next level, you really want legacy and lifestyle and freedom and to be your own boss, then when you don't feel like it, when things don't go your way, I don't care. You do it anyway. It's overwhelming. Do it anyway. You're unsure. You have doubt. Do it anyway. And I mean it, because that's what it looks like. Being able to fight through those things is what success looks like at that 1% level. And I know you have it in you. Amen. So just go ahead and just understand that anything that comes your way, personal, business, anything, finances, health, you are equipped, you are capable, you are anointed, you are favored, and you can handle it. Be upset for 10 minutes, suck it up, pray about it, and go get your stuff. Amen. All right, I hope that was